10 Division 2 round number 10 here at the Jerez circuit in Spain, in Andalusia. The championship could be decided here today with Rolge 50-point lead over Dreaded Head. If he can finish inside the top 5, he will be the champion. That's quite simple. I'm not sure if Rolge has figured that out. I'm pretty sure he would have done. Well, I'm sure his focus is not on the championship, it's just to win the race, because unfortunately I've not been able, due to all the confusion of penalties and stuff from the last round, I've been unable to do the championship standings plus other reasons. So yeah, that's my bad. But
what's up, Jack? I'm muted.
Hello.
Jack, so he doesn't hear my stream, I think. Or he has to mute me. If you mute me, please.
I don't know what's going on, but you guys sort that out. But anyway, we have 13 riders here today. That is, it's a good turnout. We've gone from 2 rounds ago only having 5 or 6 to now we've got 13. So now it's just over double in numbers. In Austria we had 12. So Rolge does, in theory, have a harder task because there are more people to beat. But if today's BSB and GP races have got anything to go by, anything can happen. So Destroyer Jack is going to be the first man to start the lap, I think, on board the Gresini GP22 Ducati. Because it's a cooler cloudy conditions, which is probably the more ideal, especially in the qualifying trim, because you can opt for the softer tyres, as Destroy Jack for some strange reason has decided to box, unless he chose the wrong tyres to begin with. But and Q Gamer's lost the front at turn 13. That is not the ideal. Actually, that might be an ideal way to start the lap. Oh no, and he's in front of Mogsy, so he's got a decent marker. Mogsy, who returned to the podium last weekend. I think, unless I got that wrong. I don't remember. He's returned to the podium at some point in the past couple of races. And we know that Mogsy qualifying usually is done on the last go, but hopefully he can put a couple of laps together. But as I was saying, because of cooler conditions for this track, usually you're racing at 30 plus air temperature, 50 plus track temperature, but because of the cloudy conditions, there'll be the ideal temperature of like 30 odd degree track temperature, so you can run the softer tyres, and that gives you more grip in every sense of the word. And obviously you will lose a bit of braking stability, but braking stability is not the ideal thing for Jerez. Only turn 6, 13 and 1 is really where you need the stability. Everywhere else you need edge grip, and that's where the soft tyres come in. And Mogsy here is currently on a decent banker lap. We know Mogsy, I've said before, usually leaves it to the very last moment, and banker laps are not his thing. But hopefully this time he's going through the third sector point. Now as Q Gamer goes down in the background at turn 9, and Mogsy goes through turn 10. Just three right-handers, the two more right-handers to go, and then the famous final corner. And Mogsy will have set the first time in the session. Imagine saying that before the session started. Hard on the brakes into the final corner. Oh, and the front's going, and he's just kept it firing the Yamaha M1 up to the line to set a banker lap time of a 1:35.3. I have absolutely no clue how competitive that lap time will be in this session. Jay Davies, his teammate and good friend in Wales, goes second, 3 tenths off.
Yo.
Aaron Jacko.
Mr. Hammer,
Yeah.
can you please mute me and Jack? If you have time.
Done. So Hadif, sorry for that interruption, but some technical difficulties. But Hadif goes to net pole position. Aaron Jacko, he's come on some right good form. 2 second places in the past 2 races. So momentum's fully in his corner. He's feeling good on the bike. He's improving the feeling. He's doing what he usually does. There's absolutely nothing. His potential, but just crashes away, and then come the half point of the season when all the chips are basically off the table, he all of a sudden comes alive. So You know, hopefully Aaron Jacko can claim his first win of the season. Been oh so close, losing out on the final lap battle to Rolls both times. And Q Gamer now on his second attempt at a lap, the number 99 on board the LCR Honda. And there is a bit of lag that is worrying me. I hope. Well, I sort of hope that it's nothing too bad. It's not like last week where I was having bikes trying to orbit into space and find the next galaxy. But there is somebody ahead of Q Gamer. I don't know who it is. It is Mogsy, but he has crashed. So we'll go back to Q Gamer as he will round out his first lap time. And it is good enough for third place. Dreaded Head for the championship. Currently second place. Ropey has lost time in that third sector on board the Repsol Honda. He's now number 66, obviously, as his numbers are a bit glitched. I don't know if his settings are right or it's just for some reason on his end he cannot keep his number. But the number's now 66. That will change for the race. But 66 ain't a bad number to be in qualifying. If you remember Tom Sykes being an absolute super pole demon. Well, even this year he was on for a pole position to Donington before the yellow flags in the last corner for Rinaldi's crash. Here comes Rolge, champion elect, and he goes fourth. That would be enough if everything stayed as it is. And Q Gamer in third place, improving his lap time. Red sector 1, personal best sector 2. This track doesn't shout at me as a Honda track. Very front-endy, and you need drive grip. That's especially what plagued Yamahas for a few years. They had no drive grip, and especially, but in the cooler conditions, that might help them. And Mekovid and Legendary on laps as well. They're yet to set competitive lap times. Rolled red sector 2. Sector 2 is not that big of a sector. It's just a left. It's just a right-hander and a straight. But if you get it, whoa! And Q Gamer hits the grass on the inside there, and that is his lap over. Mekovid into the final corner. He's bouncing all over the curb onto the blue paint, just about holding it together to keep the lap valid. Up to the line, he goes on the outside curb. That's going to cost him a tenth or so. Up to the line, and he goes into 7th place. Legendary, where is he? I imagine he's coming up to the final 2 corners. There he is. Through Ferrari and up to Lorenzo, but his body language suggests he's backing out and starting another lap. But at least he'll have a lap on the board as Rolge now. Oh, and he's had a big moment into the final corner, braking on the change direction, just causing the front end to snap, and Rolge is going to have to go again. So Aaron Jack, a strong third sector it seems, because I've not seen one. I've seen red sector 1s, said red sector 2s, but not a red sector 3 yet. So I don't know what Aaron has done in the third sector, but he's really done a good job. As Ginge now on the Monster Energy Yamaha, so there's now 3 Monster Energy Yamahas on the grid. So obviously Ginge must be the Cal Crutchlow of the race, running the 2008 to 10 Rossi helmet and the 46. No questions there who his favourite rider is. But Ginge, red in sector 1, personal best sector 2. The Yamaha is not going to favour sector 2 because it's just one long corner and then a straight. And obviously Yamaha's biggest weakness is straight line speed and just general exit drive. Ooh, and a bit of a moment there from lag. But here we go into turn number 12. Blue flags flashing for somebody there. I don't know who. As Ginge invalidates going through the penultimate corner, and he's going to try, and he's just dumped it on the grass, I think, trying to get back to the box. And Rolge now, can he make it 3 red sectors? Yes, he can. Also running the hard front tyre, so that surprises me. I would have thought he would have gone the soft, but maybe he's just putting the hard front just to make sure he can set a bank of lap times in, and then chuck the soft in right at the end. As we come to the final corner now, can Rolge go to the top? As he runs really wide and he's gone down, he's lost the front. The edge grip just wasn't. Oh, and he's not. Oh, that was not ideal. Luckily, Dreaded Head wasn't on a lap. It was obviously going to cost him potentially some drive heading onto this lap, but it's not too bad. And Destroyer Jack goes into 10th place. So the gap's quite fairly spread out. You know, Q Gamer and Rolge on the exact same lap time with Q Gamer on the front row. Jay Davies now. He set a banker time earlier on in the session that briefly put him in P2. but now he looks to go again. J David's a former podium finisher in this division. Think all the way back to Assen, I don't know what season it was, maybe like season 5 or 6, where he put it. He was one of the only few riders that day to stay on the bike. He had a really competitive pace and almost took the victory, but he just lacked that little bit of extra pace towards the end of the race. But J Davies, 2 personal best sectors destroyed, Jack as well, Q Gamer as well, so we've got quite a few personal best lap times on the board so far, heading into the 2 right-handers now. I think Angel Niato is one of them, as now we cross the third sector point. And it's another personal best now. The 2 fast right-handers, before this would be one of Yamaha's strength, really fast right-handers, done that nicely. 3rd or 4th gear, maybe even 5th, depending on how short or long the gearbox is. Heading towards the final corner, nice safe braking, nice tight apex. He's hit the grass though, and he's invalidated the lap time. And he's going to dive straight back into the box and refuel and some fresh tyres. Q Gamer is coming up to the final corner. I don't know where Destroyer Jack is. He's coming up to the line on board. Dreaded Head has improved his lap time, but is only 8th. Destroyer Jack also improves his lap time by 1/10 of a second, but it's not enough. Q Gamer crosses the line and he's lost out in the final sector to his personal best. Sky Deep, Red Sector 1, personal best Sector 2. He's just come from doing some final laps on Moto E's in the Saxon Ring, and now he's got to go to the ref on board the RSGP Aprilia. So quite impressive the fact he's just jumped on and gone straight to 2nd place. Also, this session is just for adaptation purposes. I'd imagine, you only get 15 minutes. Hadif's qualifying isn't always the best, but he is a racer, and no matter where he qualifies, he's always got race pace to win. And I think he might have won the last race he did here. I can't quite remember. But going into the final corner, he's wide and he's lost the front. A lot of crashes at the final corner. That could be a spoiler or a sign of things to come in the race in a few minutes' time. As Aaron Jacko is not on a personal best lap, but we'll stay with him. He is currently on pole position. This is not a tidy lap whatsoever. Ropey is now he's following Rold actually. That is a very good marker, but Rold has in fact invalidated his lap time. And Rold backs out, and Ropey's going to have to do the rest of the lap by himself, who does a bit of a marker, chasing ideally the fastest person on track, or who should be the fastest person on track. And now the toe's gone, he's got to do it all by himself. Coming up now, through round turn 8 and into turns 9 and 10. Quick change direction. Again, front movement. There's a lot of front movement here. I'm noticing. I don't know if that's just a softer rubber people are running, or the fact that having to brake from the left to right or right to left. Change direction. It's short. The timing's just a bit off, and it's causing quite a bit of unsettlement on the bikes. There's Hadif again improving on his lap time, and Ropey improving, coming up to the final corner now. Really nice line there, holding it wide, hard on the gas, right at the device activated, up to the line. Can he jump onto the front road again? He just needs to find 1/10 of a second, and he does. So close, Darren Jacko. If he just needs to sort out that. Oh, he's gone down. That is his qualifying over. I was just going to say he needs to sort out that second sector. The second sector's cost him, and he's down, and he's going to finish second at best. Aaron Jacko on for pole position, but what can Hadif do in this final sector? Can he find the time to top Aaron Jacko for pole position? His front wheel had a very weird moment there, up to the line under the UFO, 1/1000th of a second off from pole position. Q Gamer, 2 red sectors, Rolls red sector, Mogsley red sector, Legendary improves, he's got one more go, 1.8 seconds off. That's not normal for the Frenchman. Mekovid also improving, but we're going to keep our eye on Q Gamer. What can a Dutchman do? I'm not sure. I can't remember if he's actually had a pole position before, but the LCR Honda rider, he's had multiple crashes. One here, one in the final corner, maybe one at turn 1 as well. Using the curve to gain the grip, hard on the gas now, managing the throttle, and now fully pinned. 3rd gear, 4th gear as well, chucking it into the turn 11. Hard on the gas again, into turn 12, rolling it through, hit the curb. The bike backing in and sliding up to the final corner, hard on the brakes. Don't mess this up. Really nice to turn it by, cut it back. Hard on the gas. Is this going to be pole position for Q Gamer? And it is. He takes it by 67,000ths of a second. What can Rolls do? He heads to the final corner now. Mekovid improves to 7th place. Legendary's also improving as well, but I don't think he's going to be any sort of threat for pole position. He comes rolled up to the line. What's it going to be? And it's pole position by 2.5 tenths of a second. He's found all that lap time in the final sector. The Aprilia is really good in the really fast parts of the track, and Rolls has just proved that there. It was looking like we're gonna have 5 riders within 1/10, but within 2/10. Unfortunately, Rolls has flipped that, and now it's 5 riders and 4/10. Here comes Legendary up to the final, up to the line now. I don't think he's gonna do anything to drastically change the order. Let's see. Yeah, well, he's gained 6/10 of a second, but he remains in 10th place. We're just waiting for Mekavid and Q Gamer. I don't think they are going to do any more improvements. Their tyres have reached the end of their life, and but you never know. Mekavid, he just needs to find just a few hundredths of a second to jump onto the second row and top Mogsy. Mogsy 6th place. I'd say that's a decent qualifying for him. Usually he's down in last, not saying a lap time like Hitstick and Ginger have done. No improvements. It's just Mekavid now. I don't think this is going to do anything, but you never know. He might do the last sector of his life like Roach did and find the time to jump on to the tail end of the second row. Here he comes, the Indian, up to the final corner, hard on the brakes, dangling the left leg, rounds the final corner. Really nice tight line, not probably the fastest way round, probably the way you do it in a race. Up to the line, and it's not an improvement.
Position is confirmed with the end of the
So
session. All that's left is to say
it is Rolge on pole position. Q Gamer 2nd, Aaron Jacko 3rd, Skydy 4th, Rupee 5th, Mogsy 6th, Mekavid 7th, Trinidad 8th, J Davies 9th, Legendary 10th, Destroyer Jack 11th, Hitstick 12th, and Ginger 13th. You see Nelson and Jack in the session, watching on, making sure that if I miss anything, they can get something from an outside perspective. And so obviously I'm going to probably most likely be focusing on the front at Rolge, who, as I'll say this again, top 5 finish, and Rolge is your Season 2 champion for Division 2 champion for Season 10. Dreaded Head must win, and Rolls being be 6th or lower to keep the title going. And looking at Dreaded Head's pace, I don't think that's going to be the case, but you never know. Never say never. All it takes is one big mistake, and things can change. And another way, Dreaded Head must finish on the podium actually to keep the title alive as well. It works that way as well. So, Dreaded Head, no pressure, mate, but you've got to finish on the podium. Just waiting on the last few riders to ready up before we can get going. Just Q Gamer, Hitstick, and Ginge. So, has Ginge readied up? No, he hasn't. Come on, Ginge, ready up, and we can get going. I'll say 25 past, we'll get going. So he's got 35 seconds. So if he's listening to the stream, he'll be a bit of a delay, but at the moment, the second hand turns to 0 seconds, then I'll press start race. So Ginge, hurry up. Hope you're prepared and ready. Because I know some of these guys will have races like straight after, so don't want to do anything. Right, let's go.
Riders are lined up on the head grid.
So Rolge on pole position.
And they're all ready to go.
He's won the last 2 races. Can he make it a triple? And let's see what Aaron Jacko and Q Gamer and the others can do to stop him. Lights are on. And we're off for round number 10. And Rolls has got a perfect start as we're now headed towards turn 1 for the first time. And it is going to be Rolls who leads into turn 1. And oh, and Aaron Jacko's gone down. And there's a big pile up. Oh, and Hit6's gone down as well. And Rolls has actually lost a lot of time. I don't know how that's happened, but he's actually dropped to second place. Ginge from the back of the grid is in third place, gaining 10 places. He's really profited from whatever happened to Aaron Jacko there, and good job on Ginge. Oh, and he's running really hot through turn 5. As we now go down the hill, down the straight, heading towards turn number 6. But it's Q Gamer who leads. Rolls is in second. Ginge is looking up the inside there with Rolls. He's barged his way through, and that was a very aggressive move. Very late move as well. And Hadif has moved into third. Rolls drops down to 5th. Destroy Jack's gone down, and Mekovid also moves into 4th. Oh, and Muggsy's gone down. Aaron Jacko's gone down again. This disaster for Aaron Jacko after a really good ride. And oh, and Jay Davis has gone down as well, and that moves straight ahead into 7th place. Rofi's in 8th. Wow, what a dramatic opening few laps, and Mekovid has hit the curb as well, so that's lost him some drive. But Rolls has had quite a very mixed opening lap there, but Q Gamer's out in front. He's not seen any of that, and he's checking out. Already 7 tenths of a second lead. And Rolls trying to go up the inside of Mekovid, but he's really messed up his exit cut of that, and Ropey now is going to be closing in on the Aprilia. Holding the brakes into turn 1 once more for the second time. And Q Gamer must have made a mistake somewhere, because Ginge is now on the back of him. And and is that Rolls? Rolls just jumped, and he's taken Mekovid, he's taken Skydeep, and he's now into third place, but Skydeep forces his way up the inside. Oh, and Ginge has lagged, I think, and taken out Hadif. Luckily, Hadif hasn't actually lost that much time. So, it's kind of hard here, trying to read and watch things at the same time, but Ropey is now in third place after all this chaos that's ensued. Roll just moved into second, he's got clean air. What can he do? Q Gamer, he had a 7-tenth lead crossing the line, it went to 3 tenths, and then it's gone back up to 1.2 seconds, and now we've got to wait and see what Rolls can do. Ropey with clean air. Mekovid is right behind him. Traded head in 5th place. That is not enough for him right now. He's going to need Rolls to make a big mistake, and he needs to get onto the podium places as well, and he's not doing that. And Hadif now, he's having to work his way up the order after that crash, but he's lucky that the way he crashed, his bike went flying into the barriers and stopped immediately, so he could just respawn, and he obviously should be right now probably be in second place, but he has lost about, give or take, 3 seconds, so that's actually, it could be a lot worse. We know Hadif's the fighter, so he'll try and fight his way back up to the podium places. He's all over the back of Dreaded Head, who I'm sure he's got much better pace than, but he just can't find a way through right now. Factory Aprilia versus RNF. He's looking up the inside into turn 9, but no, and Dreaded Head's going to run wide. Deep's holding one there, and I think there was contact between the two as Dreaded Head tried to return to the racing line, and Hadif was just there, and luckily the pair of them haven't gone down, and they've gone through quite nicely. So Hadif, 1.2 seconds It's Mekavid. And Rolj now is right on the back of Q Gamer. He's looking up the inside of the turn 1, but he can't quite make the move stick. Rolj has got all the time in the world. Ropey making a big mistake through turn 3. But luckily he's got a big enough gap over Mekavid not to lose position. Oh, and Rolj is all over the back of the LCR Honda. He's going to turn it tighter. But I think Q Gamer's going to get the exit. No, he's not. And he's not even using the ride-out device. That surprised me, that. And Rolj takes the lead of the race. He's stronger braking because he's had the ride-out device activated. Or no, he's not. He's going to get all sideways. And he's going to relinquish the position back, but he's going to undercut, get the exit, and he moves into the lead of the race. So, Rolj leads the race for the first time. Can Q Gamer do anything about it? And Legendary's gone down. There's a better way of winning a championship than with a victory. And Rolj is in the prime position to do that right now. And Hadif is closing in. He's only 1 second away from the podium places. And with Ropey making a bit of a mistake fest in the opening sector, that's put him under pressure from Mekavid, so he might be riding a little bit defensive, and that all brings Hadif into the equation. With Hadif's superb pace at the moment, maybe I think Hadif. We'll see when we cross the line. Rolj sets the fastest lap of the race. What's Hadif got? Is he going to set the fastest lap? No. Hadif, I reckon, has probably got the second fastest pace at the moment. Oh, and Hit 6 gone down. Hit 6 has crashed out at turn 1. Mekavid. He did quite an impressive race. He was up and down throughout the entire way at Austria, but he did a great job in the end. I think he finished about 4th. He's finished quite a way off the podium. He was looking like he was in contention, and it all just went away from him at the end. But Mekavid could be on for his first podium of the season. And Ropey looking to try and climb up the order in the championship. Dreaded Head missing the last round, and Hadif missing rounds as well. Ropey, he's just been getting those consistent finishes. I mean, a couple of rounds they've gone absolute disaster. Like last week, he crashed out straight away at turn 3, so not ideal. But Ropey right now for P3, I think he'd take that. And Hadif is now in overtaking range of Mekavid. Just about where can he find a way through? Q Gamer has not and Ginger's left the session. Q Gamer has not been dropped by Rolj, so I say that it's 7 tenths. Feels like it was a bit annoying to be on this camera, but I guess it's funny perspective. And Hadif can't quite get through, can he? He's going to turn it underneath. We know he probably can turn well. And if we go into turn 2, he's got a little bit of a wheelie hard on the brakes. And he's just not able to do anything. Oh my lord, and there's lag. And now we've got some dancing going on. I don't know what the stream will be doing, but hopefully it's okay. Now Hadif in the slipstream is going to pull out to the right hand side. Prime overtaking spot into the dry sack. Oh, Danny Pedrosa hairpin, depending on which one you want to choose. And Hadif's had a massive rear end lock up, and he's gone down, and he drops down to P6. He's only lost 1 place actually, and he's right back with Dreaded Head. So he's just gone back a few laps really. He's going to turn it underneath Dreaded Head and retake the position, and he moves into 5th place once again. And he's got all that work to do. He's lost about 3 seconds. So pretty same to the last crash. He's got quite lucky with the crashes. The first one was not his fault. That one definitely was. Massive rear end locking, and he's gone down. Rolj just gone down. Oh my lord, Rolj just gone down at turn 11. That's a fast crash there, and he's dropped all the way to 4th place. And Hadif's going to take him for 4th as well. So Rolj, he was in a prime position to take the championship. He still is, but he was in a much better position than he is now. And he's dropped. He's 5th, and he's really going to move up the inside. Yes, he is. And Rolj goes behind his team, and he moves on the curb as well. It's all gone wrong for Rolj in the past 3 corners. He's gone from leading the race, having a great pace, controlling it out front, and now he's down in 6th place. And Rhodes retakes 5th place from his teammate. He doesn't need to beat him. But obviously he's got the better pace, so naturally he's able to overtake him. So Q Game out in front by 2.9 seconds over Ropey. Makavid is all over his back end now. Just 2/10 away. Ropey yet to taste victory from my reckoning. He's had a lot of second places and thirds. Victory's never come his way. He'll be praying, I'm sure, that Q Gamer can just make a small mistake and that can put him in a prime position to take the win. Oh, Makavid runs really hot through turn 8. And Rold is only he's about 2.5 seconds away from this battle. So have to wait and see how it pans out. But Q Gamer out in front. So far he's done a pretty perfect race. He actually stayed with Rold to get the pressure on, and yeah, if he could just keep it together, just keep lapping consistently, the race victory will be his. We got the guys at the back here. You got Legendary, Hitstick, Aaron Jacko, Jay Davies and Moggsy. Moggsy's got long lap penalty. Aaron Jacko, got a feel for him going down at turn 1, and he's run quite wide. Oh my lord, I don't know what's happened there. Jay Davies has gone down though. And Rolls now starting to close in on Skydeef by a couple of tenths a lap. Oh, and Destroy Jack's gone down. Where is he? Oh, he's gone. And Ropey is he's closed. Oh no, he wasn't. I was going to say he's closing in, but he's made quite a bit of a mistake, I'd guess, of turn 5. He was gaining a tenth or two, but he's done turn 6 well there. Maybe not on the exit, but Ropey, he seems like he's got the same pace as Q Gamer, so he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. But he has got Mekavid behind him, he has got Skydeef, he has got Rolls, he's got faster guys behind him. Mekavid seems to have very similar pace, but he's got to he's going to be trying not to worry about Sky and Rolls, because they're the danger men right now on the Aprilias. But Ropey now 2.6, he's just a little bit faster than Q Gamer, but it's not going to be enough to catch him unless, as I said before, Q Gamer makes some form of error. And the Aprilias are closing in on Mekavid and are looking for that final podium spot for now. And Tready Head's gone down. That is basically championship over. He wasn't looking solid anyway. And always Hitstick's gone down as well. Complete disaster for Mr. Hitstick. And Aaron Jacko's got a long lap as well. And Aaron Jacko's now into 8th. I don't know what's going on in the background here. Oh, way up and Rolled looking up the inside of Hadif into the hairpin, and he ended up on the grass. Mr. Hitstick's left through the fast left-handers and now changing direction for turn 5. You got one at the front, still 2.8 seconds. Here comes Roll. Gee, just can't quite find a way through yet. We see the helicopter cam very far away. Usually the lights, it's like as if the helicopters are right on top of him, right zoomed in. Here comes Roll, pulls to the right, brakes right in front. I don't think he's gonna. There's no way he gets that stopped. No, he doesn't. And Hadif is going to retake the 4th place, but he's got on the grass, taking the corner way too tight, and Rolled is able to move into 4th place. And now he sets his sight on the podium spot of Mekavid. Just 4.5 laps to go. For Rolled, and he will be champion for the 2nd time in succession. And Q Gamer now getting the gap up to just about 3 seconds. Yo-yoing ever so slightly. Around the final corner as they start lap number 10 of 13, 4 to go. Into turn 1, the lag has started. About to give Dreaded Head a longer penalty for a dangerous rerun. I'm guessing that's how Mr. Hitstick went down. It's annoying, there's a bit of lag now, but here comes Mekovid up the inside, maybe of Rupee. Nope, I don't think he's always got on the grass there. Rupee making Mekovid make a mistake of his own, and now Rolls looking to go round the outside of the Repsol Honda rider to move into second place, but Rupee with the title, and Mekovid forces his way up the inside of Rolls, and it's game on here for its final 2 podium spots. And Rupee's got along that penalty. Mekovid, and Mekovid's taken the front end away from Rupee, and Rupee's gone. And now look at that, Skydiff now moves into 3rd place. Mekovid just went underneath Rupee and just took his front end away from him. Keep an eye on what the race direction. I have to say is some shampoo guy has joined the session. Nobody realised. As we start lap number 11. Q Gamer 4.1 seconds in the lead, and Rolls trying to go with these side of Hadif saying no, and these guys are like Q Gamer was like 2 seconds faster on that last lap alone. J Davis is going as well, so 13 started, only 8 left. Down the straight. Q Gamer, he's just got 2.5 laps to go, and hold on, and he will be a race winner this season. Can Hadif hold off the soon-to-be 2-time champion? Rolls is definitely the stronger of the two, but Hadif, his racecraft is very good. He's very good at defending, and he is quite aggressive, which definitely plays into his hands. Rolls doesn't obviously have to take any kind of risks, but I'm sure he's focused on getting the best result he can possible. And Rolls looking up the inside of the final corner, and he's through. He bumps his way past Hadif, and now he's into 2nd place. Hadif is in the slipstream. I can't think he'll be able to outbrake Rolls into turn 1 unless he wants to blow the corner. Rolls actually run wide, and Hadif bumps his way back up the inside, and he's back into 2nd place, and Rolls has got all the work to do again. But Hadif runs wide through turn 2, change direction for turn 3, and Rolls sits tight. And Hadif's actually run really wide, and Rolls is back into 2nd place. Big mistake there by Hadif. Hadif's going to look up the inside into turn 5, back up the inside of the factory Aprilia, and the Malaysian goes back into 2nd place. That's a ding-dong battle between these two, as Rolls has actually got a long lap penalty. I don't know if that was for his own doing or whatever, but Hadif doesn't actually have to fight this. Rolls is going to have a long lap penalty, but I don't think he'll care. And Hadif's lost the front, and he's down anyway. He was pushing so hard. And just another mistake for Hadif, a 2nd crash at turn 6. Rolls now 2.9 second lead. He's got 1.5 laps to pull out a 3-second lead over Mekovid. Or he could just take the long lap this lap if it is in his mind a valid long lap. But I don't think he'll really care if I'd imagine, because he's in a championship winning position anyway. It's been an absolute chaotic race. He's somehow still going to finish 2nd. As Q Gamer is going for the final corner right now, and we'll start the final lap of this race. Here comes Rolls. Is he going to take the long lap loop? No, he's not. So his plan is to pull the gap on Mekovid over this final lap, and he's hit the grass as well. And here comes Q Gamer to start the final lap of the race. 5 seconds in the lead, probably the longest lap of his life. It's only 1 minute 30 odd seconds, but it'll feel like 5 minutes. Rolls just 1 lap away from being a 2-time champion. Mekovid make a complete hash of the first corner. That's exactly what Rolls will be wanting, as Skydiff is actually still in prime position to finish in 3rd place right now. 2.5 seconds away from Rolls. As we end the first sector of the lap, can Skydiff salvage 2nd place despite 2 crashes? One that was not his fault. And the gap, Rolls has not got the greatest of speed here with this final lap. Don't know why, but he's currently he's going to finish off the podium. Unless his tactic is to take the long lap loop and try and out-drag them to the line, that is possible because you're starting from, make the corner wider in a way. But Rolls is really losing time on this last lap compared to Mekovic. Mekovic playing in the lap of his life to try and hold on to his podium place, but he's going to lose the front. At turn 8, that might allow Hadif to have a glancing chance on the final corner, and he's run really wide through turn 9, but Hadif is still not close enough to make any form of attack. As we go to Q Gamer in a moment, we're just going to have to wait and see what... Oh, Mekovic's gone down at turn 11. He's hit the curve and it's all gone pear-shaped. And Q Gamer is going to come out the final corner and he is going to win his first race in VollGazzRacing here in Jerez. And Skydeep is going to finish in second place, but your championship winner is going to be Rolj. So Rolj wins the championship of Division 2 Season 10. Great riding all season, legendary. Despite his really poor qualifying, he's going to pick up 4th place ahead of Mekovic in 5th. Aaron Jacko salvages the 6th place despite his nightmares. Shredded Head will finish in 7th, with Mogsy rounding out the field in 8th place.
For the cameras to take us to Park Ferme.
So there we have it. Q Gamer is your winner. Skydy second, Rolj third, Legendary fourth, Mekovic fifth, Aaron Jacko sixth, Shreddy Head seventh, and Mogsy in 8th. So we will go with our interviews. And we will speak to Rolj first whenever he unmutes. So Rolj, two-time Division 2 champion, how does it feel?
Feels amazing, absolutely amazing. The season was good. I think we improved upon our weaknesses last season as far as speed and consistency. And I think that showed in a lot of the races, including racecraft. A lot of fun battles, especially today. Weird crash going into that fast right-hander. They just lost the front, but I was able to pick it back up. I know I still had good pace and was able to fight back into 2nd place. And take the long lap at the end for 3rd place. But yeah, it was a good season, good race, and yeah, we're just gonna finish strong. Keep it going.
Yeah. So congratulations. 3rd place and the championship, and now you've got you got 3 races plus a sprint to or 3 races to finish the season on high.
Yep, I'm gonna try and win them all.
So we now move on to Hadif.
Yes.
So Hadif, you've just come from the MotoEs and now you go onto the Aprilia, and you finished in 2nd place despite 3 crashes. So congratulations! And how was the race?
Yeah, the race it was very good because it was a good turn with Meka and Rofi and Rod. So this is a nice battle. I made a too aggressive. So yeah, I want to say congrats to Rod for 2-time champion, and yeah, see you on next race.
Yeah, so congratulations on your 2nd place, and hopefully you can fight for more wins.
Yes, thank you.
And now we move to our race winner, Q Gamer. Just like Howling in the past on the LCR Honda, or just Honda in general, you have taken victory here in Jerez in Division 2. What was it like to cross the line on your back wheel in victory by over 6 seconds?
I was happy with it, bro. I was really happy with it. When I saw Rhodes in 1st place in front of me, I was like, no, I'm just gonna leap into it. I'm already happy with my 2nd, just podium, that's all. So, just not trying to fight for next week now. And to improve the bike more.
Was the last lap? Did it feel quite long, or were you just riding in such a good way that it didn't really matter?
It felt quite long, not gonna lie. It took quite long. Fingers feel numb, but hey, I'm happy with the win.
Yeah.
And most congrats on your championship, man. Only there.
Yeah.
Great.
So great job today. Did the perfect job. And that is it for Division 2. We'll be back for Division 1 in just over an hour's time, and we will see you guys then. Goodbye.